but she's going to Izzy's house tomorrow, so she's excited about that. It's just a sleepover, David. She'll be fine. Still worried, though. It's only a few blocks away, and Izzy's mom has my number, and I told her to call if she needed anything, so it'll be okay. Do you want to say hi? Okay, I'll tell her tomorrow. I'm good. Can't sleep, so I'm just grabbing a midnight snack and watching a movie. Yes, it is the Two Towers again. How are you? How's Hong Kong? What time is it? Oh, shit, sorry, I won't keep you. I won't keep you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Miranda, lights off!
Come on, Gibney. Days of life's pursuit. Of food, rest, no sign of our quarry, but what air rock can tell.
Yes.
I'll call the police, I swear. If you don't leave right now, I'll call the police and they'll be here in minutes.
Fear not, I mean you no harm. It is only a silencing spell to ensure we are not overheard. It may have tampered with your whatever that is.
What the fuck are you talking about? A spell? Oh. No, not now. God, not now! You've come to
I've
me
come
with
to
an
you.
offer.
Oh, well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I come from a land far from here, and I beseech you for aid.
I gathered that.
A great shadow has fallen over our land.
Let me guess. An ancient evil reawakened? You thought it had been sealed away forever, but now the seals are weakening and the Dark One is about to be unleashed upon your world.
It is not called the Dark One, and it has broken 5 of the 6 provinces to its will already.
The darkness, shadow, I know the Dark Lord's gotten popular recently.
What do you presume to know?
Because there's always something, some big, vague, intimidating name. Which one is it?
The shadow? You mock me.
Yes, maybe a little. I'm in shock, so sue me. So why you, then? What made you come to get me?
I volunteered.
To come get me?
Well, the exact words were pass through the veil between our worlds and bring forth our salvation.
Words.
The highest members of my order. So I can do magic, and this is a land with none, if the Lord did not lead me astray.
You can do magic. You broke my laptop
That-
and my phone.
That is the name of it?
Yes.
I apologize, it was unintentional. The silencing spell has never had that effect before.
I've never seen magic before. I just grew up reading a lot of stories about it.
Oh, a good thing. This may help you in your journey. There's always more in old tales than we believe.
So why me then?
Well, long ago, a prophecy was made.
You're
I assure you, I am not. Long ago, a prophecy was made saying that a scion of the old line of kings had found its way to a new world, smuggled away in the last great war. And when the shadow arose again, it would be our task to find the descendant of that great line, to hold back the shadow and bring peace back to our world. And when that old line was alive, their power was great. With their descendant at the head of our forces, we may stand a chance.
So you're telling me that I'm a princess?
Yes. Well, a queen, actually. When the royal bloodline faded, the kingdom's fragmented, but the scion may unite them once more.
I need a minute.
You have an hour. The portal will not stay open for much longer. The spell is a fragile one, only being held open by my comrades on the other side. So, choose quickly.
Could I get your name?
If I may have yours in return.
Deal.
I am Ithron, Wizard of the Golden Order of the Isle of Silence, who was taught by Threadwhistle the Spinner, who was taught by Ren the Healer, who was taught by Alder the Ever Young, who was taught by Arundiel the Lame, who was taught by Am the Ruinous, who was taught by Gorgon the Invincible, who was taught by Don the Winged.
Rebecca, I'm Rebecca. You're not the something? All the others you mentioned were the somethings.
Well, titles are bestowed upon those who have done great deeds. I may return with one if I return with you in hand.
Could I get you something?
What?
Water, tea. You've come a long way.
Water would be welcome, thank you.
Okay. Be right back. No. Do you have dragons?
Not with me, no?
I know what in your world are there dragons.
Yes. Are they not native here?
No dragons, no magic either. What are they like?
The magic?
No, the dragons.
Oh, quite large,
And
aggressive,
and
and you can see their wonders for yourself if you come with me.
I can't.
What prevents you? Are you ill? Cursed? Held captive? As far as I can see, madam, no chains hold you to this place.
You're too late. I have a daughter. I can't leave her alone. You should have come sooner.
I am here now. You are needed now. Is that not what matters?
But where were you before? Where were you when I was 8 and I knew in my bones that if I just believed hard enough, I could do anything? Or when I was 12 and my mother spent 2 hours looking for me because I had climbed inside my grandmother's wardrobe trying to find a doorway to fucking Narnia. Or when I was reading books, spending my nights wishing for someone like you to come, reading every book I could get my hands on, trying to find the one that was right, trying to find the one that would tell me what to do or say to make you come for me. Or when I was 18 and nobody would have missed me, when I was alone in this college dorm room, I could have walked out of this world and nobody would have needed me or missed me or cared. I waited for you. I waited for years and you never came. So I built a life without you. I got a degree and a job and a husband and friends and a child and all the things that real people do, and
I am real.
not when I needed you to be. Not when I could have gone. I have a life. I have a daughter. And if I leave now and I don't make it back, or if I'm only gone for a year, but then it's here, it's 300, instead she'll come downstairs in the morning, and there'll be nobody here to make her breakfast or take her to school, and her mother will be gone forever. Her father lives a continent away, and she'll be alone. There'll be a search. It'll be on the news, but they'll never find me. She'll call the police. My family will never know if I was kidnapped or killed, or if I walked out on my own free will, and they'll never find my body.
You are mistaken.
What?
Time runs differently between the worlds. You could only be gone for hours. She need never know you were gone. You can return hours after you left.
Really?
Yes.
If I could be killed, I could die.
You're afraid to die?
Of course I'm afraid to die. Who isn't?
Heroes.
Well, then I'm not a hero.
You're supposed to be a hero.
Well, I'm not. I'm sorry.
You could be. You want to be. Your own words betray that.
We can't have everything we want.
Well, even when it's being handed to you freely. You say you wanted to be in one of your stories. You would be.
Who's to say it's my story?
The prophecy!
It's too easy. There's always a catch. There's always a twist. There'll be somebody else who fits the bill. And when it's I that goes down on the battlefield, it'll be them that finishes the job. Your prophecy says that it's me that you need, therefore it can't be me. Law of narrative irony. There's no story to
I am not a story! My people are not a story. My world is not one of your books for all it seems to resemble them. Real people will die. Mothers and daughters are not your blood, and you stand before me and reject me because the tales you tell your children say that you are not needed when I tell you that you are. If you're so bound to your daughter, take her with you, go to her chambers, wake her, and you can be together and save us all.
Are you insane?
Nay, madam, desperate.
That would be taking her into a war zone. If I could be killed, so could she. No, not happening. You'll find another way.
And if we don't?
Why do you even need me to say yes if you can break my lap off just by looking at it, why don't you just knock me out, throw me over your shoulder, and take me with you whether you want to or not?
You must be willing. I cannot force you through the portal. It is the nature of the spell. It requires your consent. You must choose.
I'm sorry.
You are sorry.
There's nothing else to say.
Well, you could have said yes. Yes is something else to say.
Look, I can't let you put her in a situation where she might be in danger, no matter how much she might benefit from it. I can't let her be hurt. I've never been able to. She still hasn't learned to ride a bike because I can't imagine having to let her fall. But I can't. And I can't let myself have this no matter how much I might want it. Even if I do come back, I might not be okay anymore.
Well, what part of this would make that come to pass?
Well, there's a story here about a world like yours with wizards, but they're different wizards. There are only 5 of them, and technically they're angels or demigods, depending on how you look at theology. Okay, I'm not giving you a summary of the Lord of the Rings. We don't have that much time. But basically, 9 people go on a journey to destroy something evil, world-endingly evil. And Frodo, the one who bore the evil thing the longest, he never really comes home at all. And he spends the whole story wanting to, but he never can.
He does not return home?
No, he does, but he's just so broken and wounded that he can't exist in it anymore. His friends do all right, but he just can't. So he goes somewhere else. It's like dying, almost.
And you were told this story when you were young?
I found it on my own.
And you have told it to your own child?
No, not yet. I want to, though, eventually, but she's too young.
How old is your daughter?
11.
What is she like?
She's 11.
Yes, you said that, but is she wise, noble, brave?
She's a kid. Almost a teenager. She's not wise, she's smart. She likes school. As for brave, she couldn't care less about getting hit by a car crossing the street, but she cries because she's afraid she won't have any new friends at her new school next year. And people aren't really noble here.
She will do.
What?
If you refuse, it doesn't have to be you. Just your bloodline. She's young. She may be willing. She might even be returned to you. I am sorry.
No. Please.
I have people that need saving too.
Stop! You are not going to go near my daughter. You are not going to touch my daughter. She is not going to be. You are not free. Not ever. Because heroes die. Heroes suffer and sacrifice and bleed for everyone around them. And you will not do that to her. And you will not do that to me. You will not take her away from me.
How does it feel?
How does what feel?
The power! It'll only last while the portal's open. Residual magic leaking through. Magic? Yeah. Yours. And strong. Strong enough that you failed to notice I was even trying to stop you. Does it feel good?
Yes. No. Maybe I'm just a sadist. Maybe it was just hurting you that felt like that.
Would it have felt the same if you wrapped your hands around my throat?
No.
Power.
That's not what I thought it would be like.
Things rarely are.
It hurts.
Yes.
And it doesn't.
Yes.
Jesus.
Ease comes with practice. I swooned after my first spell. You have surpassed me already.
What else can I do?
With the magic?
Yes, with the magic.
Anything you desire. Well, almost anything.
Specifics, please. What can you do?
I can whistle the lay of the 7 silver swans. Yes, I know you meant with the magic, but you have given me enough trouble for 10 lifetimes and nearly killed me, madam. You are owed some trouble in return. I can stop an arrow in its path. That is a useful thing, if not a pastime for all occasions. I can call fire at need. That took a few months to master. Summoning the flame is easy, convincing it to burn everything save you is a harder construct to master. I can know the speech of birds and beasts if I have the silence and patience enough to listen.
You can talk to animals?
I can know what they say to each other. It's far less interesting than you might imagine unless you have some great scholarly interest in territory disputes and mating. As for a favorite, here. You have a strain in your wrist?
I have carpal tunnel.
No, you don't.
Because I'm magic, that's why my wrist was hurting for these 15 fucking years?
Oh, no, you don't have it anymore.
What? You can heal.
Little things, fevers, broken bones. My first working was to purge a boy in my village of a sickness. If you come with me, try not to get a spear through you or a fireball to the chest. My skills are limited. Yours might not be. You're stronger than me. You saw that much. You can do great things.
Can you do what I did?
Yes, I took to it far less readily than you did, though.
I'm sorry.
Oh, for nearly crushing my heart in my chest?
Is that what it was? Okay then, for that. So what's the catch?
Catch?
The cost, the price, all magic comes with
I
a price.
don't follow.
You can't make magic out of thin air. You can't make anything out of thin air. It's energy, whatever it is. There has to be something paid in return for it. First law of thermodynamics. Right, sorry. What would happen if I did something beyond my capabilities with the magic? Would I die immediately? Would I take years off my life? Would it burn me up from the inside out? Or would it change me?
Change you?
Corrupt me, make me different. There are some stories in this world that say magic drives you mad. It'll make you think it's the only thing you need until you become a different person entirely, or it's just too much for the human mind to handle. Or some are more direct about it, and they say it just gives you scales and claws and turns you weird colors and stuff.
I don't have scales.
Not where I can see.
You would deny yourself the chance to be a hero? To have all that power, to have the wind and waves kneel at your feet and offer themselves up to you on the slim chance that it might give you scales? You deny your daughter that chance in the same blow.
I kept her safe. There's a story here about a boy who can fly and never ages.
A fairy?
No, I mean, not really, yes, kind of. It doesn't matter. The point is, he comes to a young girl and he takes her away. And her brothers, and they have all sorts of adventures, and when they do come back, they're perfectly safe. And then he comes to her years later, but she can't go. No, she won't. So he takes her daughter instead. And it's supposed to be a good thing. I always thought it was a good thing. That this little girl could go and see mermaids and fly. But then I had Miranda, and I thought that if that rat bastard ever came to my window, I'd stab him in the throat.
So to you, I am this child.
Maybe. No types, though. Do you have kids of your own?
I hope to. One day, if my civilization survives the impending doom I am attempting to avert, that is.
Save it.
No, I do not have children.
How old are you anyway?
But a stripling compared to the masters of my craft.
That's not a helpful answer.
Nor a helpful question, madam. So,
I need to be me. I need to be here.
for your daughter,
Don't say that like it's a mark against me.
you would not leave her motherless.
No.
Were you?
No, I had a mom. A good mom. A good dad, too. I had parents who loved me. That's probably why you never came, isn't it? It's always orphans, lonely kids, lost kids. I was lonely, just not lonely enough. Lost, but not lost enough. Brave, but not brave enough.
So you were brave once.
Once.
And now?
I don't know.
Then try your strength. You have power now, more than any other in your land. You could learn everything I told you and more. There are those in my land who can halt the tides, bring mountains thundering to their roots, hold the stars in their hands, and know their secrets. You could be among their number, among the greatest to ever walk among us. Remember how it felt, Rebecca. You could master that. Own it.
control it, make it carry out your will. All you have to do is be brave and choose.
There are more important things to be in life than brave.
So,
I can't.
but you want to.
So much.
I had hoped you would say yes. It will be a great task to return and tell the others of your answer. They will despair. We may be lost.
Wait. Can I see it? You have to go back through the portal when you open it. I just want to see. May I see it, please?
Of course. Changed your mind?
It's really there.
It is.
And I can never see it again.
No. It will likely be decimated in the time to come. But as you said, we may find another way. Prophecies can be misleading.
Good luck.
Thank you. It is sore needed. Be well.
Yes, sweetie?
I heard a noise again.
I'm sorry, did I wake you up?
A little. It's okay. Hey, can I do my hair tomorrow at Izzy's? It washes out.
Sure, yes. Completely. Just try to get some sleep, otherwise you won't have any fun tomorrow.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. Good night. Okay. Okay.
The magic of theater.